Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Jerry from Tiger Channel here, and welcome back to episode 6. And so first of all, those of you who might have been living under a rock, Saturday was Pokemon Day. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary. I was doing some Pokemon festivities of my own, although none involved Toys R Us and or GameStop, because I took a nice, good look at my bank account information, and, well, thanks to doing this, I'm kinda low on funds at the moment, so... However, I did pick up one thing, and I'm pretty sure most of you have as well, and that is this. As you can see, this is the Pikachu Yellow Edition for the 3DS Virtual Console. I picked it up because this was actually the first Pokemon game I ever played, courtesy of my sister. So, I picked... Funny enough, it was... I got it hooked on it because I kept trying... Like, the first time I ever played it, I couldn't beat Brock. And then I figured out the whole Nidoran situation with the level 12 double kick, so... And then from there, I guess I was kind of hooked. To the point of where I actually used to borrow my sister's games, and she wouldn't be too happy about it, but I loved it. The game, I mean, not doing the actions, but, yeah. I loved playing the game, so I've been a Pokemon fan ever since, and that was about 1999... Well, this came out in 1999, so about 2000, 2001 is when I became a Pokemon fan. So I've been a Pokemon fan for about 15 years now. And it's funny, growing up through elementary school and middle school, everyone thought, I was such a baby, and, everyone was probably in the Pokemon community had this experience at least sometime in their Pokemon careers, where they were told, oh, you're too old for Pokemon, or you need to grow up, blah, 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 and we're like, hey, we just celebrated our 20th anniversary. Take that, all the other stuff that failed. I mean, granted, Yu-Gi-Oh's still going strong, Digimon's still going strong. I'm a fan of Digimon, so I'm paying attention to the Digimon Adventures Try stuff. So far, from what I've seen, I love it. So yesterday I spent the day partially playing this, doing some schoolwork, and also watching the Pokemon Company International sponsored thing on Twitch TV. Those of you that didn't tune in, I'll put in the link below. Basically, it was some of the more well-known PokeTubers like the J-Wits, Shady Penguin, and a few of the others, and they were sitting around going around all the Pokemon options, as far as the trading card game, the old games. So it was pretty neat to watch them play Rumble and Stadium 2 and all that fun stuff. So that was fun. And then afterwards, those of you that weren't paying attention or whatnot, they are currently running a 24-hour marathon of all the Pokemon movies, and I believe they might do some episodes later. I just finished watching Zoroark, Master Evolution, so I'm pretty sure they're moving on to the Black-White movies now. So they're pretty much up to date on the movies, so I don't think they're going to get to the episodes. I actually tried staying up all night. That didn't fail. That crashed about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, anyways, back to our episode. So, last episode, we started the sun. Speaking of sun, I apologize about the lateness of the episode on Friday. It was, I had it all set to upload Friday morning, but I'm usually up around 7:30, so I can get up, get ready, and go to my college for my 9 a.m. class. I didn't get up till 8, and I have to leave the house by 8:30. So by the time I was ready, there was no time for me to upload because I take my laptop with me. So that's why I didn't post it till around noon, which was my lunch break. So that's also why, if you guys noticed, the Pokemon Sun and Moon had already been announced at 10 o'clock that morning in my time zone, so... Which is funny, because I'll admit, I was watching it under my desk during class, without any sound, so as I was sitting there, I was busy going like this the whole time. like trying not to scream out or you know, give away what I was doing because I was right in the front row. So, but I had like a piece of paper down on the desk because we were talking about like a previous essay we had written, and our professor, you know, wanted to take a look at it. So I had the essay on my desk with a folder underneath it, and I had my iPod underneath the desk on my leg. So it made it look like I was looking down at the paper, but I was really looking down at my iPod, watching the stream. I know it's not exactly good, but you know, for me it was important enough. So I wouldn't miss class per se, but you know, to me it was like, this is going on, gotta pay attention. So yeah, we now have Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon announced. So with all that, so now we're up to date. I honestly can't wait to see what they'll come up with next. I was going to do a speculation video yesterday, but I got too caught up in watching the Pokemon streams and whatnot in my work, so I was going to do this yesterday, but I'm sorry, guys. The workflow is too real. So we'll take a look at the team. So not much has changed since last episode. This time I didn't have to grind because we didn't lose anybody, and I feel pretty confident where we're at as far as levels. So now I'm gonna backtrack back to Floroma Town because we got to deal with the guys that have the key there. So I think I did accurately name last episode, which was Enter Sun, Moon, and Team Galactic, and I find that kind of relational in a way. Alright. Enough arguing. Hand over that sweet honey. Do as we say. Team Galactic will have that honey. We must have it to attract Pokemon in great numbers. Hey, this kid is a witness. What'll we do? We don't need the brat running off to get help. Solution's simple. We ensure this brat stays quiet. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, and if you guys didn't notice, I kind of did something today to honor like one of the Pokemon manga heroes, Mr. Gold. So that's kind of with the hat turned backwards and the hair through the like adjustment strap. That's what that is. Astonish, don't flinch, don't flinch. Ah, flinch. Tank this, tank this, tank this. Oh, nice. Good job. Ah, I forgot about Insomnia. Crap. Oh well. I'll just switch out. Asshole! Okay, just for that. Take this ancient power. Take it. That's what you get. I should have saw that coming. I should have seen that coming. Okay, I guess I gotta duke it out. I was hoping not to lose a Pokemon. What is with everything outspeeding me? This should not be happening. Payback's about to be a royal pain in the arse. Take that, Miss Magus. Take that. I'm sorry, did you say something? That makes me really mad now. I should have saw that coming. I forgot Markro had Pursuit. I should have used a potion. Oh well. So guys, Giga Trolls is now down. Hey, I can attack this because it's not fairy type just yet. You're pink, you're round, and you're dead too. May Cuddles have mercy on your soul. It's a Viper, huh? I think we can take care of that. Well, I guess we now have an electric type. I'm getting really tired of these deaths, and they're stupid mistakes that I should foresee. But then again, I'm not really a competitive player, so I wouldn't really see them. Lick. Don't. Okay, we're good. That frickin' sucked. Like, you guys have no idea. Well, you're not gonna get a frickin' promotion. Yeah, I know a lot of words too. You guys are asshats. Woohoo, we got obtained the works key. Ooh, 2 for 1. We save him, we get an important key item, and we get some free honey. So, who wins? Me. The flowers that grow in the fields here are special. Do you see how they're more vivid than anywhere else in Sinnoh? You can thank Pokemon for that. Yes, thank you for bringing defecation into this. That really grinds my gears, what just happened, guys. Well, at least we got sheep! Pokemon. Black classes. We're already up to 5 Pokemon. Great. Something tells me if these mistakes keep happening, there won't be much of a series left. Let's see what this could become a problem. Give it the Quick Claw. That's what we really need right now. Nothing I can really teach it. Okay. This really blows. Oh well. Time to give payback where payback is due. I've just gotta watch out for Murkrows now. Ha! What? No way? You have the key? Locking the door was meaningless. I am the loser in this after all. Glad you finally realized this. This is no time for self-pity. I gotta learn the commander. Glad you realized that. I am the alpha, bitch. Oh, this is no fun and games. This is proper work, I tell you. Proper work, huh? I didn't know proper work involved stealing. Nope, 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 nope. So many nopes, not even funny. Rotten, come on out here, please. This is a nope situation. Alright. Let's go for that Mega Drain. Wheezing. Almost level 18, alright. Do not use Explosion. Smoke screen, that's okay, that's alright. Ooh, Evolution, that's good, that is good. Wait, how's the speed compared to everyone else? What? Yeah! Alright, let's continue on our happy little way. Damn it, can't snap. See, no more close calls. That's the plan. No more. If I remember correctly, Gorbis has some psychic type attacks. Ooh. And nope. This is a nope situation. Finish it with a Mach Punch. Toxicroak. Oop, didn't stop. Does it only have feint attack? Why is that doing so much damage? Ooh. I'm gonna use another potion just in case. Okay, we're good. That was almost another close call. I'm gonna backtrack to the Pokemon Center quickly. That was not... That was not good. Alright. So... Back to all the fun and games back in the... Back in this place, I'm genuinely scared for what Commander Mars has. Alright, let's get this over with. I'm one of Team Galactic's 3 commanders. No, wait, that's one of 4 commanders. My name is Mars. We've been trying to create a world that's better than this one, but people have shown a little understanding about what we do. You don't understand either, do you? It's a little saddening. So let's have a battle to decide what we should do next. If I win, you leave. If you win, we, Team Galactic, will leave. Alright. Ghost Rider. Oh great, now with the Ghost Riders. Please don't have chatter yet. Alright. Please. Alright. Putting in work. Cotton Spore, that might come in handy. Nope. We are not having another Sunflora accident. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. You can take his Cascoon. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. Mars. Stop being so salty. Blah 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 story. Little girl, pop. Yuck, you're stinky. Go shower now, stinky. Oh, sorry. They made me work. They had me working non-stop. Thank you, trainer. You made those bad people go away. I think the balloon Pokemon will come visiting again. Oh yes, a balloon Pokemon appears in front of the Windworks. It's always a certain day of the week, but I'm not sure which day. Could its appearance have something to do with this Windworks using wind-generated energy? Could be. But unfortunately, there probably will not be a drift balloon out there. Ah, it's our buddy Looker. Heard that Team Galactic appeared at this power plant. They have therefore come running. So, this Team Galactic, where are they? You have run them off, you say, but you are a trainer. But, very well, I shall go investigate inside. Hurry up with your investigation. Magnificent, yes. It is. What you have said, it's all true. Superb! Though you are young, you are a trainer through and through. Very well, I should have pursued the culprits. I've received tips that Team Galactic hideout is in Turner City. To there, I must be off. You go do that, dude. You go do that. Okay. Route 205. So we're going to backtrack once again for another Pokemon Center run. Then we're going to go across that bridge. We're going to go... We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Oops, I gotta stop that. Stop that. Alright, so we're gonna continue on our merry little way. Route 205. And... may have God's mercy. Got a Steelix? Crap. Thunder Wave won't work. I think my best bet is to go at it with Cuddles and use Dragon Breath. Yeah, Dragon Breath. Screech. Okay, I didn't paralyze it, but let's get off the Pokeball. Okay. Alright, we caught Steelix. Tunneler. Okay, so we got Tunneler, our newly caught Steelix. So, therefore, Bastiodon's replacement, apparently. Oh, hold on a sec. You got Youth Club. Alright, let's see what else is here while we're... Floatzel. Ooh. Unso's pretty powerful. But we did get a level up, so that's alright. Ooh, we're running low on potions. Hey, how about a battle how about you and me battle before I go into Internal Forest? Alright. You're on. Licky licky. Oh! No, 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 do not. Is that all I can do? Come on, let's keep hammering away. Okay. Back out into sheep. It's the best Pokemon to use in this situation. Oh crap, no, that is not the best Pokemon, I forgot about that. Burn. Alright, so I guess I need to step my game up, apparently, because that was rough. I need more potions and stuff. That was rough. That was rough. No. See, I should just... Oh. Okay, hopefully that should get us to the next town. He caught me. Caught me red-handed. Oh, this shapes. Yes, I'm going to switch just because of that curse. I'm not sticking around. One more power stone should finish it off. Regigigas. You know what? It may have slow start, but I'm still not taking any chances. Okay, thank you. That was good. I wasn't taking any chances. Special defend. So Sheep is almost on par with everyone else, which is good, I guess. I love Pokemon that smell sweet, like this one. Get a whiff of this one. No, I do not want to smell your... Ma'am. Okay, what is with the legendaries on this route? That's fine. Just... You're just delaying the inevitable. Switch out into this. Use water gun. Take care of that. That's gone. Gibble. Switch back out into Pinnacle. Pinnacle's getting really getting an exercise this episode. He's now level. Again with the Toxic Croak. Please do not. Oh, thank you. That's alright. That's good. Actually, things are starting to be alright, I think. Not sure. No. Do. Ah, Sinnoh region, you're so happy. I know there's a hidden item around here somewhere. It's the only reason this ledge exists. I think it's right here. Yep, Stardust. Knew it was around there somewhere. So there's a few more trainers on this route. Here's one. What kind of Pokemon live around here, I wonder? The kind you can catch, as long as they're a first encounter. Ghost Rider Kate. What is with all the Ghost Riders? Like, seriously. Let's see what... Ooh! Thank you, Powder Snow. Cradilly. Only because this thing... Ooh, that might not be. Double-edged sword. Abra, I think I can take care of that with this. Should be able to take care of an Abra. Only... So good news is that I think with this, Sheep will... Yep, Sheep is caught up with everybody else. So Sheep is caught up with everyone else, which is good. Which means there may be an Ampharos in our wake. Heal Ball, that might come and get these berries. Pick the Petsy Berry. Alright, next trainer. It's a long way between Floor Realm and Eternity, so let's battle. Cast form, huh? We are not having Weather Wars. Oh, did not see that coming. Well, this is quick and painless. Aurora Beam, that's actually pretty good. Get rid of Powder Snow. Entei. Mine's a lot better and a lot cooler. You're way out of my league. I mean, So speaking of leagues, here's what I think. Like, a few of my friends are asking me, now that Sun and Moon has been announced, like, what do I think is going to happen? And actually, I think, like, now, since there's not, like, really much to talk about, like, while I'm playing, why not talk about it? So, here's my expectations for Sun and Moon. I think there will be, based on precedents already set in previous games, like this is an every game occurrence thing, there will probably be an electric type gym. based on what's happened in games already. Because if you think about it, every main series game has had has an electric type Pokemon gym. Lieutenant Surge in Generation 1 and 2, so Kanto and Gold Silver, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Watson in Gen 3 and Oris. Volkner in Diamond Pearl Platinum. Alyssa in Black and White 2. And Clement in X and Y. So therefore, I'm thinking it's safe to assume that there will be another game. There will be another, like I said, another electric type gym. No, and no. No, that is no, nope. That was a bad This Donphan scary. I need a... This Donphan needs to chill out. Okay. Chill out, Donphan. Chill out. Chill it. Okay. Need to shut this thing down. Good. Really? You couldn't do that earlier? So skip. So, I think there will be definitely an electric type gym. Definitely, based on precedent. Already set. Now, what I'm hoping for... Now, this may or not... I sat down with a bunch of my friends, and we, looked at, what hasn't been used yet as far as, gym ideas in Elite Four. And we realized the only type that has not had a gym yet is the Dark type. So, maybe we'll finally get our first ever Dark type gym, which would be kind of cool. And as far as Elite Four, there's actually 6 types of Pokemon that have never been used as Elite Four member typing. So, there's the normal type, the fairy type, the electric type, the rock type, the grass type, and the flying type have never been used as types for Elite Four members. So, who knows? Maybe we might see any one of those types. Based on the screenshots we've seen, there is probably the regional bird Pokemon, a concept art, as it was being the 3D model, wire model was being designed. That's what was saw in the announcement. That was probably the regional flying type. So Pidgeys, all that fun stuff. So I'm pretty sure we saw that. One of the buildings I did see, which my friends think this might be a water type. If you guys look at it, it's a building with a bunch of silhouettes of water Pokemon, and there's a horsey fountain. My friends are saying it's probably going to be a water type gym. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking it might be an aquarium. So similar to the Undersea Passage in Black and White 2. I'm thinking it might be that, except it's an aquarium. As far as what we've seen so far, and there are vehicles in what we've seen, so I don't know if that's possibly going to be a transportation mode, or is it going to be more heavily focused on that form, motor vehicles? Are we going to be able to drive, or is it more taxi service? Because it appears to be an ambulance and a fire truck, so EMS services for Pokemon EMS services. We saw concept sketches of what the Pokemon Center should look like. Although some people are unsure about specifics, and I'm pretty sure, I'll admit, I am too. Because if you look off to the right of these images during the trailer, you might see what I think are supposed to be the inside. Although I'm not 100% sure on that. I could be wrong. And based on what I've seen, here's my theory. This is supposed to be a tropical region. And I say this because of what I have seen. What I saw was basically in that shot of the building, I saw like palm trees in the background. And here's what I'm also looking at. I'm looking at like what we know so far. So the Pokemon games named are Sun and Moon. And I looked at it and I'm like, okay, there's that. But there's a strange statue in X and Y, which might be a tiki statue like that, which makes you think some sort of like civilization that revolved around the sun and the moon. So Mayans, the Aztecs, you know, which makes me think, you know, somewhere in Hawaii, possibly Easter Island, South America, Central America, North America, you know, down that area of like around Panama. Could be South Africa, could be Africa, you know, it's open for interpretation, basically, what I'm saying. But I think it's going to be, like, one of those areas just because of, like, the tropicalness. And I know people saying, oh, Hoenn was tropical. Yeah, but, like, these are things that I feel like point to the signs of, okay, this might be a tropical region with maybe focus on like that aspect of like the sun, the moon, you know, sunsets, sunrises, that kind of stuff. Now, I feel like we'll get a better feel about what the game will be about, like once we get like trailer information, possibly information about the legendaries or a layout of the land. Like, cause I'm thinking this is definitely 7th gen. I'm thinking, because they say it's like a brand new adventure. And quite honestly, if I remember correctly, when they did the trailers for Black and White 2 and ORAS, I don't think they said it was a brand new adventure. I thought they said they revisit an old adventure. If I remember correctly, that's what the termage they used for the games. So I'm thinking it's a brand new region. I do not have any theories on names, or like how things are, like geography. Like that's my best guess, is somewhere like tropical, warm, you know, Bermuda Triangle, like Hawaii, possibly Central America. Possibly anywhere in those areas, because that's where I feel like there would be palm trees. And if we think about it, if it's like South America, if it is supposed to be based around South America, if that's indeed the case, like, we know nothing yet, so think about it. We have a whole bunch of different terrain options for the region, like, because they have like rainforests, we have mountains, plains, you know, we have beaches, we have coasts, you know. This could be definitely bigger than Kalos, by far, and actually gets me excited because I can't wait to, like, for the first information likes to drop, where we get, like, starter Pokemon information, something about the legendaries, because as far, like, right now, the only thing we know is the Pokemon that we saw in, the bird Pokemon we saw in the 3D, wire mesh, like rendering, like they were designing it, and Magearna, which we don't know what its type is, but I feel it's going to be Steel, either Plate-only Steel, Steel Fairy, Steel Psychic, or Steel and Electric. Like that's my theories on what it could be, because, you know, I'm thinking, okay, what would like keep this thing together? I'm not looking at as far as looks per se, but I'm thinking, okay, if it's like magnetism machine, that's electricity. So I think, you know, it might keep electricity together, so it might be an addition to the steel electric typing, which would mean the Magnemite line is now not alone. I'm thinking it could be flat out steel. You know, just relying on gears and stuff, which would make it the steel type. However, it could also be kept, maybe it's a partially psychic type, and that would explain how it's staying together. because there's nothing like its head is clearly attached to the midsection, but we can't see like what's attaching in the midsection to the bottom. So that's why I'm saying it could be psychic, it could be partially electric. You know, and of course there's like, oh, it looks like it's Clink merged with Deontay, and I feel like, yes, it does look like that, but that does not mean it's going to be Steel Fairy. Like, that, it doesn't mean that. Like, until we get a typing, we don't know, like, what's the story with this. Like, we'll probably find out in the movie, which that's also a thing that might be a new region, because if they're already pushing stuff for the next movie, with the new Pokemon, I have a feeling that, Ash's Kalos adventure will not lead to a League victory because of this. Because every time they debut a new Pokemon before the Pokemon League, Ash never wins. The only time that doesn't count is Orange League, because that was just filler to lead up to the GS Ball story, so that was just filler. And he just got lucky that time, I feel. But I feel like Ash, even though he's probably going to have a very decent team for once, like, I'm not saying his team's been bad in the past, because he didn't very well have a bad team, like, in the Sinnoh League when he got top 4 against this guy who had two freaking legendaries. We don't know how many more he had in waiting, just in case he didn't take out Darkrai, and, like, there were more Pokemon taken out. We don't know what his 4 other Pokemon were, and I'm referencing Tobias if you guys don't know what I'm referencing. So, like, I feel like they were killing him off just so they could start the black and white anime stuff. Like, that's what I feel. Like, he was killed off top 4 because it was like, okay, so we need a legitimate reason for him to not make it to the top 2 or win the top 4. It's like, okay, let's just throw in this guy named Tobias who has legendaries, and make it so that you can take out 2 with a double knockout on the last battle. I mean, granted, like, if Ash was the only one that could have beaten him, if Tobias never showed up, I think Ash could have won the Sinnoh League. Like, quite honestly. Because Ash was the only person in the Sinnoh League that not only took out his Darkrai, but also took out his Latios. Like, in the final battle, I don't think Latios made an appearance. Like, it was only Darkrai. So, that just proves that Ash is a good trainer. And then they made him, for some reason, made him stupider in Black and White, which I have no idea. He lost in the top 4 or 8. I believe he lost in the top 8 to Cameron. So, I'm thinking new adventure, new region. Ash isn't going to win the Kalos League because of this. Although, I still want to know, like, what's going on with the whole Ash Greninja thing. I don't know if that's Mega Evolution or just a very deep bond. And here's another thing. I feel like they're, I've seen, like, Japanese anime, and I feel like they're rushing to get to the Kalos League, because Ash just won, like, they went, like, this whole month and next month will all be about Serena getting to the Master Class in the Pokemon Showcase. That's all it's about. Because I looked at, like, the episodes, like, schedule, and it's like, okay, she just won her 3rd Princess Key. 2 episodes, well, this one, the one coming up this week is about Zapdos. So, in the pictures on Cerebi, it looks like it's Hawlucha versus Zapdos, and it looks like Noivern versus Zapdos, which means Noibat could evolve. Unless it's Alexa's Noivern. There's a distinct possibility. And there's another episode. And following the next episode, it's like something about the Master Class trials. And then the 4th episode, currently, 4th episode, it's like Serena versus Arya, a maiden's battle, or a maiden's fight. So, which means she and Arya are probably going to duke it out somehow, whether it's a battle or something. Which, you know, she already met back before, after Clement left temporarily between Ramos and Clement's gym battle. He left to go train, and then Fennekin evolved in that episode. So they've already met. So here's my theory: like, it shows like they're like, I watched it. It looks like they're gonna go straight to wherever the showcase is for the master class. Go there, have it so that it's Serena versus Arya, because Arya is the current College Queen, and that's what Serena's trying to go for, is the College Queen title. Do that, and then I feel like they're gonna backtrack to Snowbell City to get the 8th gym badge, and I'm not sure if there's gonna have like the Pokemon Village side quest thing or not. Like, I don't know if he's just gonna show up and they're like, hey, I'm here to battle, and maybe there might be a rematch. That's a possibility, because he hasn't had a rematch since the first gym. So, is he gonna have defeat at the hands of Wolfric and have to have a rematch and then the Pokemon League? We have no idea, because it's basically a straight line, if I'm not mistaken, from Snowbell City to the Pokemon League. In the games, of course I'm speaking. So, you know, there's all these theories, like, what's gonna happen? You know? And a lot of things is, are they going to tie in anything from X, Y, and Z? Because everyone wanted Z because of what's going on in the anime with the forums. And I'm thinking that's just a show gimmick. Like, I don't think that's supposed to be in-game. I think that's supposed to be a show gimmick. And they're like, okay, maybe they tied it. They're like, okay, maybe, like, some people are like, okay, maybe they're going to do, like, with Sun and Moon, like, do, like, what they did with, red, blue, yellow, green, and gold and silver. Like, Gold and Silver was kind of like a continuation. So there's some people thinking, is Sun and Moon going to be the same thing to X and Y? And I'm like, maybe. I don't know yet. So, you know what? I want to hear you guys' theories on this. Like, what is Sun and Moon? What's going to happen? What do you guys think? Like, everything I've talked about as far as the anime, the show, or, yeah, that's kind of redundant. The games, you know. What do you guys think? Please, let me know. Tell me in the comments below. You know, I'd love to have this discussion, because I'd love to see what they come up with next. I'm genuinely excited. And then there's the whole question, which one am I going to buy? And I think I'm going to buy both, like, when they come out. I think I'm going to buy both Sun and Moon. And maybe do a comparison, you know. So, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, you know what, I think I stalled enough talking, you know, standing still, not doing anything here. So, I think I'm gonna cut the episode here, and I think this is the longest episode I've done. Holy crap, I'm looking at it, it's going on 55 minutes. I'm gonna cut it here after Cheryl. So, I'm gonna cut it here, you know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much. And, you know, and those of you that are asking about, like, channel art and stuff, I should be getting it soon. I gotta ask my guy again, you know, he says it's done, he just hasn't gotten a chance to give it to me because it's on our school computer, so. You know, this was a great episode. Now I have to make some, I have to change the layouts because of a little mishap earlier, but, you know, it was a great episode. You know, we got through Route 205. Next episode, go through Eterna Forest, get to Eterna City, maybe get to the gym leader. We'll see. You know what? This was fun. I love this, guys. You know, keep watching, keep liking, commenting, subscribing. You know, please keep the support going. It motivates me to do these. You know, this makes it all worthwhile. You know, tell your friends. You know. Granted, I know I'm still a beginner, so, you know, bear with me, please. Bear with me. I love you guys, you know, I appreciate it, you know. So, until next time, this is Jerry from Infernal Tiger. So, see you later, guys. I'm out.